Well, hello everyone. I'm Jill Bloom, Group Publisher of Walls and Ceilings, and thank you so much for joining me for a special episode of If Walls Could Talk. I am so excited and honored to be joined by Stephen Sears, the CEO of EIMA. Stephen, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's really great to be here, Jill.
Well, thank you. It's awesome. It's always fun to be even face-to-face in person with everybody.
Yes.
So, Stephen, there's a lot going on with EIMA, but there's a lot going on that I really want to drill into for a quick minute here. The first is about IBEC. You just were at IBEC,
yes,
and you had a great post on LinkedIn about that I saw. Yes. Can you just tell everybody, what were you talking about and what should everybody know about that?
So what I was talking to IBEC about really was EIMA 2.0, which is kind of what we've been doing since I've come on in June of 2021. We've done a lot at EIMA. We've adopted a brand new strategic plan. We've adopted a brand new governance structure, and we've adopted a brand new dues structure. And I think one of the things that we want to do is become the most effective organization we can be for the EIFS industry. And I was talking to IBEC because one of the roles that we're going to be playing is we're going to work with others and collaborate with others on issues of opportunity and common interest. So IBEC was kind enough to invite me. Mr. Brian Palich, their executive director, asked me to come to speak to their board of directors and basically give an overview about the EIFS industry and EIMA, and I was very pleased to do that.
Well, that is awesome. I've always been taught that you'll catch more with honey than you will vinegar.
Yes.
So, and when we work together, it's amazing what we can all accomplish.
Yes.
So that's great. Thank you for joining everybody at IBEC.
Thank you.
To speak on that. The second thing is you've got an interesting background.
Yes.
You were part of the Bush administration.
I was.
And you recently, sounds like you were at the Bush's post-presidential office down there in Houston. But tell us, what happened there? There's a story there.
So there is a story there. So right out of college, I did work for the administration of George H.W. Bush, otherwise known as Bush 41.
Yes.
And I had 3 capacities there, but the one that was there the longest was I worked in the Department of Labor in their policy office, and I was a very young political appointee. But a lot of us in the Bush administration who were also fellow appointees we've kept in touch over the years. And I had the opportunity when I was at IBEC because I knew one of the folks in the Bush administration. He was the former ambassador to Qatar under Bush 43, but he asked me to come and see the president's post-presidential office in downtown Houston, which I was thrilled to go see because
very cool.
There are a lot of artifacts there, a lot of photographs there that were there after he left office, and they've restored it to the way it was to the day when he died. So it was great to go see it.
That's really cool, and I think it's important too to understand that there's, unless you're involved politically, you don't really understand exactly how things get done.
Right.
And it's so cool that you have that background because it's all about relationships, right?
Yes.
And so, can you explain a little bit, like, why are relationships important in your role now, and
Sure.
what's happening in the industry?
Well, EIMA is not a huge organization. We're on the smaller side of trade associations, but we also do represent the major manufacturers in our industry. And with that, in order for us to get things done, you have to work with others.
Yes.
You have to have an ecosystem that's effective, and you never know when it's going to come into play. And I think the thing that we notice is that you don't have to have areas of common interest on everything. You just have to have areas of common interest on issues of mutual importance.
Sure.
So that's what we're trying to do, and we're able to do it. And it's definitely been extended to our new governance structure at EIMA too, which I'm really, really excited about.
Well, you should be. That's something to really be proud of, for sure. So one last question, Stephen.
Yes.
So EIMA, you're saying it's a smaller organization, but I think it's time it becomes a bigger organization.
Yes.
What is the one reason why all contractors should join?
Oh, well, I would say if a contractor has a vested interest in a viable EIFS industry, now's the perfect time to join because you will be on the ground floor of what I call EIMA 2.0. Our new committee structure welcomes members as participants, and participants can help chart the future course of the industry. So now's the time, right now.
That is awesome.
And it's great.
And so when you say you've extended your committees, but what are the benefits to if a contractor's like, oh my gosh, I'm so busy, I don't have time, but why should they make time? Like what is it about EIMA that they'll get in return?
Well, I mean, you have a chance to be on our board.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
That's
we do
huge.
have Mike Cheney from James River Exteriors is on our board of directors at EIMA. You
Nice.
certainly have. He's also a co-chair of our workforce development and education working group, and you have a chance to interact with the leaders of the industry, because at our networking events, they're all there. And if you want to have a chance to know what's going on in the industry, you can read about it on a post online, of course,
Sure.
but it's a lot more effective and impactful if you're actually there sitting next to a leader of the industry.
Most definitely.
And that's an opportunity that you're not going to find anywhere else.
And when is your next event coming up?
It's April 26th to 27th in Palm Springs, California, at the Hyatt in Indian Wells. And for those who like to golf, we have a
You got
golfing
it.
option. Yes,
Nice.
And for those who want to escape the mud season in other parts of the country, it's a perfect time to be in California.
Very nice. And that's this year for 2023. But what about next year? Do you have your place already
Not
planned?
yet. That's
okay.
Not yet. Stay tuned.
Yes, everyone for sure. Everyone
Yes.
stay tuned, because we will be announcing when that's going to be
Yes,
in 2024.
yes.
Well, Stephen, if anybody needs more information, where do they go? What's the EIMA website?
EIMA.com, EIMA.com. And I would also encourage people to go to our LinkedIn site. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, but we're really on LinkedIn a lot.
Yes.
And I encourage people, if they want to find out what's going on and what we're thinking in real-time fashion, definitely check us out.
It is, yes. You do a great job on LinkedIn, so thank you for all the information you
Thank
put
you.
out. And if anybody has any questions for us, it is wconline.com. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for all our free content. It is free to sign up for our e-news, our website, our webinars, our videos and podcasts like we're doing
Yes.
today with Stephen. But most importantly, everyone stay safe and healthy, and we can't wait to talk to you soon. Stephen, thank you again.
Thank you, Jill. Appreciate it.